She's like, what's going on? I want to know what's going on.
What's going on?
Yeah. Hi, Milton.
What's happening?
Milt, we're going to need to go ahead and move you downstairs into storage B.
No,
we
I was told I could
have some
not.
new people coming in, and we need all the space we can get.
But there's no space.
So if you could just go ahead and pack up your stuff and move it down there,
But no,
that would be terrific.
I was
Okay.
I could stay. Excuse me. I believe you have my stapler.
Mr. Sony, please.
So, what's going on, basement dwellers? Welcome to another episode of What's Going On. The whole famous incident of Justin Baldoni being sent to the basement by Sony in the little memo.
Oh.
Just reminded me so much of that scene from Office Space. And poor guy. I mean, it's literally one of the most, I think, despicable things I've ever seen in terms of like Hollywood, you know?
There we go.
Sending the director and his friends and family to the basement during the premiere of his own movie.
That's awful.
It's despicable. It's just
evil.
Evil,
Horrible.
wrong. It's just very.
It's wrong.
The one funny thing that happened over this past weekend, it was that Taylor Swift was at the Super Bowl.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
What a horrible weekend for her.
It was a horrible week.
I think supposedly he was about to propose in the game. If he won,
that's
of
what
course,
I heard.
Yeah.
That's literally what I heard. I heard that the game was rigged. I heard the game was rigged, and the Chiefs were gonna win, and Travis Kelce was going to propose to Taylor Swift on the field in like this glorious moment.
Yeah, but apparently people was hating her.
Oh yeah. So let's watch the video.
Play the video, please.
Of Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl. That side eye.
Wow.
And look,
She's
look
like, what's
closely.
going on? I want to
She's
know
like,
what's going
what's
on.
going on?
What's going on?
She literally said, "What
What's
the heck?
going-
What the heck?" Look, watch.
She was like, have you ever seen that podcast? What's going on?
I know. So shout out
To what's going on.
What the heck is going on? I thought that was hilarious.
Oh my
so
God.
I think that was literally the first time I ever seen Taylor Swift get booed. Ever.
Yeah.
I don't think footage ever exists of her ever getting booed because she's all about her image.
Yeah.
And so that must have been one of the most shocking moments, I think, for Taylor Swift.
Her entire
fans.
career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one thing I do want to point out though is that a lot of people don't understand is that a lot of people are giving credit to like this whole Baldoni Blake Lively case of fans booing her, but actually she was playing against the Philadelphia Eagles, and they're actually known to be the worst booing fans in the history of the NFL.
Okay, makes sense.
There's a famous story of the Eagle fans booing Santa Claus at a game. Yes.
Oh, dude, that's despicable.
There's even a Wikipedia page.
No way.
Yeah, if you look it up, you can look up the Philadelphia Eagles.
Dude, if I will be like a
Claus.
kid in that game, I will be crying.
Yeah.
Why are they booing Santa Claus?
Because it's the Eagles fans. They're just known to boo everybody.
Right.
And so it's like when they started booing Taylor Swift, I was like, yeah, good job, Eagles fans. You did your part. So I thought that was very interesting. So anyways, let's dig into this whole Hollywood like production process involving notes. So I was kind of researching this topic because all along in those lawsuit documents, right, there's all these kind of mentions of notes, right? When Lively joined the edit bay for Baldoni, she shared 7 pages of notes to him.
What?
Right? Yeah, 7 pages of notes. So I was doing some research. Apparently, the note process is pretty common within the industry. Like, and here's another example, right? When Baldoni was locked out of the film's final cut, he was permitted to give notes as a studio. So
Okay.
It's a form of feedback, like a form of collaborations where people are able to like send notes to each other about, okay, I want this, I want that.
You did a good job with this, but I don't like this.
Yeah,
Can
exactly.
we add this?
Exactly.
Can you don't make me look like a crazy person?
Exactly. So here's Here's the article I found. It says the Hollywood notes process and what it means for you. What is the notes process? For the uninitiated, when a network orders a TV series, a movie studio funds a film, or any client hires any artist for anything, there will be a feedback process. And those clients will give you one of several or many rounds of notes.
Rounds
Of notes, right? These
I
notes
will be like, so sit there and do the job in that case. If you're gonna do just writing notes, don't write silly notes. Do the job, all right?
But it's
gonna
kind
go
of
for some coffee.
Yeah, it's kind of an awkward way to work, though. Can you imagine, like, if you're working and then I come over to your desk and I leave you a little post-it note?
Not even saying anything, just a note.
Just like, here.
Hello.
This is, but it's worse, right? So let's keep on reading. These notes can be very helpful and detailed. They can also be vague and destructive.
Damn.
Usually they lie somewhere in between. They are almost always well-intentioned, and that's important, right? So, and then at best, the process of getting feedback from your client can elevate your project. At worst, the process can destroy it.
That's true.
That's true. And so I did more research, and then I found this Reddit post. This Reddit post was about how one of their composers got fired on It Ends With Us and replaced with one of, I guess, Taylor Swift's composers or friends.
Yep.
But this person in the industry wrote this interesting comment, but it was very insightful. So he said, the business itself is a cross-section of a lot of different types, often with different agendas, personalities, etc. You have filmmakers who only care about the art. That's probably Justin. Mixed with those who just want to rise as fast as possible up the rank studio financial systems.
That's true.
So you have this creative person, right, who just wants to create his art and tell his story and create a film. But then you have all these other people who just want to gain power and fame. Right.
And let's make this profitable.
Yeah, and or profitable if you're a studio. So you have all these different people involved, right? So he also says there are all sorts of variables involved in making a film, and sometimes that comes with favors, debt, personal issues. A producer's friend of a friend's wife has a note about what the Avenger should wear. And because that person is friends with someone who is involved in another film, the studio is doing later that year, well, you get the idea.
Wow.
It's very like this. You could tell. Yeah, you could tell this guy was like, he's in the industry. You've seen a lot of things. And if you ask a lot of crew kind of people, or if you read about what crew people said about It Ends With Us, they're very neutral about it. It's like, yeah, it seems like they were all professional. They had their riffs, but it's like this. That's what happens in a movie set,
Yeah.
But one of the things that this thing says quite eloquently, like a friend of a friend's wife has a note.
I really like that part.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost like, I'm not going to say who, but a friend. No.
Yeah, it would be like, okay, if you're working on a video, right? And then I come over to the desk and I leave you a note. It says, you know what? My wife's a therapist friend, has some feedback for you. We really like that one edit of that scene, but can you make a few changes? And I think that's what happened. And so like, I think Hollywood, for Justin, it's maybe not for him in a sense, because, he's a very artistic person. He wants to tell a story and do good in the world. But you have all these other players who have different motives in making a film. Right. And I feel like Hollywood is such a very soul-draining, soul-sucking industry, right? Yeah. Like, it just drains you.
I mean, that's why, and it makes sense, that's why we ended up having shitty movies lately.
Yeah.
Just awful movies.
Yeah.
Really bad movies. And it's because we still need the balance between the investors and, like, the profit and the win-win about like the money size of the industry, but also don't forget about the art. Like, don't forget about this is art. It's called the 7 art.
Yeah,
so has to be some balance there.
It's one of those things where the more you dig into it's like more kind of gross everything gets, in the sense of like, man, this must have been production hell.
Wow.
One of the examples I'd like to give is there was this Reddit post, an anonymous throwaway account posted 6 months ago before all this went down.
Okay.
Right. This is probably around like maybe August or something when the film came out, or around that exact time. Blake uses a T Swift song in the movie that the studio loves having in there. T Swift finds out that the original composer for the movie is someone she worked with in the past that was mean to her, and she says it's either me or him. Sony fires that composer and keeps the Taylor Swift song.
Awful.
That is awful.
Awful.
So this is kind of like what I mean by you have all these different players who have different
Can
motives.
we play the video again, please? The boy in Taylor Swift.
Oh, I created a meme.
Oh, what
do
happened?
you remember the? You know,
Yeah,
this
she
whole
was like,
side-eye meme?
what's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? Is
You're
basically
like,
this guy.
What's going on?
And then I was like, I couldn't help myself because I had way too much time on my hands.
Oh.
So I created this
Blake
meme.
in the Super Bowl still got booed.
Yeah, and invited Blake to the Super Bowl. Still got booed. She did it. She probably followed everything the PR instructor did.
Of course.
She went to the Super Bowl.
Crisis manager.
Yeah,
do not show up with her.
She distanced herself.
Yeah.
She did all the right things.
But she
and
still
then
got
she still
booed.
got booed.
Yep.
Which is quite hilarious, if you ask me. But again, like so when I say that Hollywood is a very soul-sucking industry, you have to sell your soul. I feel like that's why when I look at celebrities, during the Academy Awards, I look in the people in the room and I just look at them like these are all just like wounded people who have probably done something awful, who've sold their souls a little bit just to become famous.
Yep.
Because you have to. And so just imagine, for example, in Justin Baldoni's case, right? He hired composers, a couple of composers, I guess his friends that he knew that
Or
worked
talent
on,
people. Who knows?
who worked on his previous movies. But imagine him having to tell his friends, his
Yeah,
composers.
dude, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Imagine you're Justin Baldoni, this guy, nice go-lucky guy, and you have to go like, hey guys, I'm sorry. I know you guys worked really hard on this film, but you you put your heart and soul into it, and I know you meant the best, and you really wanted to help me deliver that message of helping women who have experienced domestic violence. And, I really appreciate all the work that you've done. But, I'm sorry. We went with Taylor Swift's friend.
What? No, dude, please. I need to feed my family.
I know. This guy.
Well, at least can we go to the premiere, right?
That's a whole different story. But I feel like, okay, so I think Justin's just was very green and as a director. He maybe he bit off more than he can chew because he's a very idealistic kind of guy who has good intentions. But then if you're in Hollywood, you have to make these soul sucking decisions and choices. Like, do I choose my friends or do I choose my movie not being promoted by the lead actor or
Right.
actress, right?
Right.
Do I sell myself out? Do I sell out my friends? Do I betray my friends?
Right.
Which is awful, just so that you can finish this movie. And I think that's what a lot of people in Hollywood they experience, and that's why a lot of people think people in Hollywood are really fake. It's because
Narcissists.
and narcissists,
You
right? They're
have
just
to
power
be
hungry.
because
Yeah.
you have to think in yourself first. Then
Yeah.
second, yourself again. Third, yourself again.
Well,
Like,
everyone,
that's the mentality.
Everyone, like someone's described me as like, oh, it's not a surprise that any of this happened. You're basically dealing with a bunch of sharks in the Shark Tank.
Uh-huh.
It's like,
Yeah.
what do you expect? You expect sharks to bite other people and eat other people, smaller fish.
Exactly.
It's like this is not a big surprise for a lot of people who kind of know about this industry. So it's like, what's the big deal? But one of the good things I think about this whole case was that it exposed all of this, like Hollywood, to a level that we've never seen before.
And the nastiness, exactly.
Yeah.
Because of that. It's like the
Yeah,
humiliation in movies. And if you read between the lines, it's like public humiliation.
Yeah. There's another example of the public humiliation or the internal humiliation, I guess. The Sony executives, right? They passed this little note, I guess, or email to Justin. And I'll read it for you here. Here's a better version of it. Okay. Hi, Justin. I hope this email finds you well, considering how hard you're working. That sounds like a great email.
Of course, yeah.
Very friendly, like, oh, okay. Just, you could just imagine Justin opening this mail. Like, oh, okay. Oh, thank you, Sony.
Am I getting a
executive.
raise?
Yeah, and it says,
A promotion?
says, I'm helping Blank tie up some loose ends as we near the launch of our trailer. I know Blank mentioned this to Jamie, but I wanted to follow up with you regarding waiving your name actor credit before or above the title for AV assets, including trailer and related trailer assets, TV ads, and related digital marketing.
Okay.
Can you please confirm that you're okay for us to proceed as discussed?
God.
You know what? It's like, please don't hesitate to let us know if you have any questions or concerns.
It's fine.
Warmly, Blake. What a awful email to
Yep.
write to somebody. It starts out like, "Hi, hey Justin, you're working great on the film. Thank you for all the hard work. Oh, by the way, Blake's team, they sent us a note. They don't like having to share her name with someone else's name, and
Even if
on
you're
movie
creating the
title.
movie, even if you're
Yeah.
the producer of the movie,
Even though
if
you're
you're the director of the movie,
the co-star,
Yeah.
the lead romantic role, can you waive your rights for title credits? And then again, if you look at the movie poster, right, where's, what they mean by above the title means the name above the title.
oh,
Gone.
God.
No, Justin. Justin's
Wow.
just down here, but he's gone. Right?
Wow.
Yeah. So, but see how soul sucking that would be. Like, I'm just imagining like Justin's face, like reading that email. He's like this. Like,
Pretty much.
what does
the
he
hell?
do? What does he do? He can, if he says no, right? Blake doesn't promote the film, and he's screwed. He doesn't. They don't approve the release of the trailer, the movie poster, none of the marketing material. It's close. It's close to the film's release date, and if you don't have any trailers or movie posters up, it's like,
How the people are gonna know that the movie's there?
yeah, and she's basically holding him hostage, using this kind of tactic
Manipulation.
to manipulate her to erase him from his own movie. Or the marketing material, his name.
Horrible.
And and again, that just reminds me of like like Lumber's character, walking over to, hey, by the way, yeah, can we make sure you're not on the movie poster? It's like, and this poor guy is his movie, and he's just sitting there, just
So the red stapler?
yeah,
It's the movie.
It's his movie.
It's the movie.
The movie, exactly.
Yeah, that's a reference.
That's exactly what it is. So
Can I get my movie? Fuck, that's awful, dude.
yeah,
It's awful.
That's why I think that's why I say Hollywood is such a soul sucking industry, and a lot of it is really not much of a surprise in my opinion. All right, so anyways, moving on. I want to get into comments.
The comments, what's going on? We read the comments, what's going
This one's from MaduFan5140.
Okay.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
I thought Ryan was the nicest guy in Hollywood until I was proven totally wrong. I try not to jump to a conclusion about any celebrity being a genuinely good person unless they were named Keanu Reeves. Any good PR marketing can make any celebrity seem like a nice person. But from what I've seen so far, from the private messages to Blake, Justin just seems like a nice guy. Too nice to a fault, to be honest. Edit. To think about it, this is what Hollywood does to good people. Celebrities in Hollywood will always try to crush other celebrities, which is why I have trust issues when it comes to seeing celebrities as good people. A genuinely good people in Hollywood is a rarity.
Absolutely, right?
Yeah.
We're just talking about this. But again, that goes to the whole Ryan Reynolds, right? He was kind of like the Taylor Swift of celebrities. No one said anything bad about this guy.
Exactly. He was Deadpool. We all love him.
Yeah, like really nice guy, great image, a business guy, marketing person. He flipped a ton of businesses, made a lot of money. He's the face of a lot of his brands, right?
Yep.
And now he realized maybe he's not the best character.
Yep.
In Hollywood, nice guy. Doesn't live up to his image. So that's actually a pretty good point. It's kind of hard to trust celebrities.
It is.
Honestly,
It is.
I really don't like worship celebrities. I don't
Me
think
neither,
people should
at all.
It's like it's kind of unhealthy.
all.
Like, why are you looking up to all these people?
Yeah, I mean, everybody has their own lives, and
Yeah.
we're not perfect.
Yeah, but the celebrities again, they have so much trauma. They need so much love and attention. They seek it so much. It's a power grab for them to try to get this as much as
Right.
possible.
I mean, that's why they're there in the first place, because
Yeah.
they need to suck all that attention.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't really like celebrities, if you ask me. It's like, yeah, but Justin might be the exception, the weird one exception, the guy that everyone kind of just took advantage of. He was just really naive, and he was I think he admitted he was a people pleaser, and to his fault. He was very self-aware.
Well, I don't want to put my hands in the fire for nobody, but in this case, it looks like I don't know. I don't know what to do over here.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know. We don't know the 100% of the truth. But that said, I agree with that comment. All right, let's read the next. This next comment is from Marine. Let's see. Let's play this.
Hey guys! Liz Plank has been with Baldoni from the inception of their podcast, so he knew her for a while. The Ryan Reynolds paid her to be in his docuseries, Welcome to Wrexham. Google this. So she got bought and decided to take the side of the powerful couple instead of being loyal to her friends. Also note, why did the cast all unfollow him? Well, for one, Ryan Reynolds took Brandon Schleener all the way to Wrexham in the UK where he films his docuseries. So when you're treated by a power couple, you're going to take their side. Blake also paid for cast to go to Book Bonanza in Texas with Colleen Hoover. So it was a long plan set up and takeover of his friends so they would take his side. So pathetic.
Wow.
So Liz Plank was the one of the co-hosts for his podcast. Let's see if I can find her. Oh, there she is. So there's Justin, and there's Liz, right? And his other producer. Man Enough podcast, right? What she said is actually true. I looked it up, and there she is.
Oh,
with
wow.
Ryan Reynolds. And
Okay.
yeah, I know, right?
Why? I mean,
So
you're a free person, but
So that's the whole story. That's kind of the weird conspiracy about this. And then if you go on to her TikTok page, look, she posted this video. We're on Wrexham, and Wrexham is one of Ryan's documentary series about the football team, right? Look, there he is. There she is.
Hi, my name is Liz Plank.
Watching herself
Rob said that he went to Ryan for movie money.
on the show.
So
Wow.
like an excuse to actually probably be friends with Ryan.
such a coincidence.
Wow. And then as soon as the article comes out, she just ditches Justin.
Just like that.
Just like that.
The power of the money.
I know. Well, so let's get back to the whole selling your soul as a celebrity, right? What do you do? Who do you side with?
Of course, like if they're gonna pay me more, of course I will leave.
Yeah.
I'm honest. I'm
Yeah.
honest. If like we're doing this show right now, but if like, hey, I'm offering you $2 million
Yeah.
for being in this to do the same job that you're being doing
Yeah.
right now. Of course.
Yeah, you're gonna take off.
Of
Like if
course.
Ryan shows up, you're gonna be like, okay, bye, Darren.
Yeah, but
bye.
I wouldn't tell everybody like, I don't know, like create like just straight up lies or like being, I don't know. It's annoying, honestly. Like just say
But-
the truth. Like, yo, they'll offer me more money. I'm moving.
Yeah.
That's it. Bye. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, but
That's it.
but the choices that celebrities have to make almost on a project by project basis of selling their soul to become more rich, more powerful, more famous, selling out your friends, abandoning your friends, and who knows what else, right?
Yep.
Goes on, is kind of disgusting. But you kind of understand, right? It's like what else should we do? What should she do, right? Stick around with a guy who she's been working for, who just
yeah,
got
I mean,
accused for sexual
and probably
harassment.
sync.
Yeah. So it's like, or work with a billionaire, Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively.
I'll pick the billionaire. I'll pick the billionaire. But I'm honest.
Okay, you would sell your soul.
Not my soul, but I can sell you a leg.
Okay, let's read another comment by Power Red Bull Typology. What a weird name.
Okay.
Funny thing is that Blake and Ryan basically made Justin more liked and more famous than he was before. People might now go see any movie he makes just because he's such a good guy and the victim that they might seek to want to help. If he would start a fundraiser or something to start a new project, I think he can easily get millions to get higher budgets project done now than before.
Yeah, see, that's a funny thing, right? Justin has literally gotten more popular and famous now.
Yep.
Through all of this, and I think he has more fans than ever. I think there's a petition out there for him to release the director's cut of his film.
That will be awesome, dude.
But wouldn't that be great?
And he will make a lot of money over there.
That would be great. Yeah, he could
Yep.
sell a lot of DVDs and Blu-rays
Yep.
just on a director's cut. But again, I think any other project that he would work on, I think he would have a tremendous amount of support and fans after all of this. Those are the comments. Thank you for sharing. Leave more if you'd like.
Oh yeah, leave comments.
Yeah. And yeah. Hollywood is such a soul draining industry.
Dark.
And it's dark. I don't think we should be worshiping celebrities or even looking up to them. Honestly.
I mean, why would I care like about their lives? I wanted to see them like in the big screen, and that's all. Just hopefully you're not a horrible person.
Yeah.
Like that's all.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
besides of that, just I don't know, make me laugh or make me cry, make me something because
Yeah.
like that's the whole deal. Like
Yeah.
I want to watch in the big screen.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching our video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like our content. We're following this story very closely, and again, the deeper you go, the more unsettling it is. Mm-hmm. But it's a story that keeps on giving. That's the funny side about it. Until next time.
Till the next time, guys.
I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
I wanna
She's
know
like,
what's going on."
going on?